Okay, hello everybody. Today I want to talk to you about building a successful organization that won't quit, because a lot of times that's what happens. In fact, I ended up starting over after a year because my people quit. And so I don't want that to happen to you. So I didn't exactly waste that year, because I did learn how to do it correctly, and I didn't know how to do it correctly, and now I get new people every day, and so I'm going to share this with you so that you can do it. And I was talking to my friend, people call him Bacon. Anyway, he was telling me how he signed up a bunch of people in Amway, and he was pretty successful. He had people in all the surrounding states, and but they didn't do what he did. So it didn't matter if he recruited, because they didn't. And so he didn't duplicate himself, and so consequently he didn't become a bazillionaire. So the method I use is completely duplicatable. A 5-year-old kid can do it no problem. And so if you can't make it with the method I use, then you're just not suited to have money. So, but basically, with My Daily Choice, the marketing program is a combination of a unilevel and a binary. And so there's unilevel commissions, and there's also binary commissions. And so in the beginning, you know, you get going along and you sponsor people, and they got a really good fast start bonus, and so they call it jump start. But anyhow, so you end up, you know, you're going along, and you know, you can make a couple $100 your first month, and you're thinking, wow, this is pretty good. And so because they pay really high commissions when you sponsor somebody. Most of their first month's commission goes to the person that sponsored them, and that way it's a really good incentive, because some people need the money, and so that way they can start and make money right away, and so they can make a couple $100, just click, click, click. They can make more than that. They can, well, there's really no limit to how much they can make. They just have to sponsor people. But the fast start bonus is only paid on the first month, and so that's not where the big money is. Now, if you build a level, if you build an organization wide, then what happens, it goes this way, and then you sponsor somebody, and then you sponsor somebody else, and you sponsor somebody else, and you sponsor somebody else. And so you might go out there and sponsor 100 people, and but none of them have a large organization, because you sponsored one person, and maybe they did something and maybe they didn't. But when you build deep, you instead of going out and sponsor 100 people like that, you find a couple of key people. Start with 5, and if you don't have 5, you'll just start with 5 anyway and use your first 5. And so you pick those people. You're still going to keep signing up people, because the way I show you how to do it, you can sign up hundreds of people. That's not a problem, but that's not the way to make a lot of money. Oh, you can make some money. You can make a few $1,000s, but whoop-de-dingling, we want millions. So in order to do that, the people have to be deep. And so what happens is when you get a guy and you sponsor him, and his name's Joe, or Bill, or Bob, or whatever, and you tell him, look, I want to help you become strong for several reasons. First, if you're making money, you won't quit. Duh. So just tell him, if you sponsor somebody that upgrades to affiliate, I'll run an ad campaign that sends people to your landing page. and then you make the fast start bonus on them, and they're in your first line instead of, or his first line instead of yours. So, okay, so what I'm doing for the month of November, this month, is anybody that sponsors somebody that upgrades. So if you sponsor somebody that buys at least 40 BV, that is, they buy a builder pack or something, then I will run an ad campaign in your name. When you sponsor a person that upgrades to builder, you just send me that information in the email, and I will run an ad campaign in your name. Now what that means is that when people answer that ad, they're going to go to your landing page instead of mine. And that also means that you're going to get the Jumpstart bonus instead of me. I'm not going to make any money. I'm paying for the ad, plus I'm going to give you the commission on the people. But that's okay, because you will build an organization that's solid, because you'll have somebody in your downline, and we're going to help that person, we're going to help that person, we're going to help that person. And what's going to happen is we're going to build strong people. We're going to have leaders. We're not going to have a bunch of weenie asses out there. We're going to have leaders. So if you want to be one of them, then you get with it, and I'll help you. And I mean, I sign up right now. Every day people come in, and so you know, and you can do the same thing. So it's totally duplicatable. There's not a damn thing hard about it. And man, I mean, along the way you end up with lots of other ways to make money too that I can tell you about later. But in the meantime, I just want you to know about where the big money is. It's not in the fast start bonuses, because you want to make more than $200 or $300 a month. See, because like when you get going along, and if you're making a couple $100 a month and you're like me, well, I spend that. I turn all my money back into the business for ads. You know, so if I'm only going to make $200 a month, then I'm going to be spending more than I'm making. So there's got to be a better way, and there is a better way. So the better way is to not live on the fast start bonuses. The better way is to have leaders, because when you get a leader that's doing $5,000 or a leader that's doing $1,000 or a leader in volume, what happens is based on your rank, you get a percentage of that. You can get up to 50%. Then there's the 5K and the 10K, and you'll have to go look at the marketing program and see how all that works. But the point is that when a person is making, if they get a check for $10,000 and you're their sponsor, well, you get a check for $1,000, and they're just one person, but you've got $1,000. And so, and it goes that way on the 5,000 and the 10,000 and 25,000, and there's no limit. And so, so what you want to do is you want to help your people. If you're a greedy butt, and then maybe you'll just won't even succeed for your greed. And then you'll say, multi-level marketing doesn't work, and it was just because you were an idiot. Is it working?
This thing it timed out, but it was recording when it timed out. I didn't even know it can do that.
Well, I think there's a 30-minute limit. We haven't been talking that long, have
No,
we?
we have. Oh, I'll start it again.
Yeah, just start it again.
Okay.
One thing about having two of them is we can...
If that one screws up, you can use that one.
We can go back and forth and they can move.
Continue.
Is that one still going?
Yeah, that one's fine.
Okay, where was I? So anyway, so you want to make money, and so so you got to build a team. You got to have a team, and so for the month of November, I guess that's the main thing. The month of November, this month, anybody, if you're in my first line, anybody that's in my first line, when you sponsor anybody, no matter how many it is, if you sponsor 100, I'll do it for all 100 of them. I will run an ad in your name, and I'll pay for it, that sends people to your landing page, and that'll help you even more. And then those people will get in your downline, and then I suggest that you do that to your people also for them, so that you can help them build deep. Because if you help them get their people, they'd have to be a retard to quit. People don't quit something if it's making them money. I mean, even a Democrat's not that stupid. So, well, I'm not sure about that, but anyhow, so if you like this video, click on like, and you can follow me if you want, because I'm going to make more of them. And I'm going to have different contests, not just this one, but this month it's probably the only one I'm going to have. So like it and subscribe, and have a great day. See you next time.
So do I just hit the record again to stop it?
Yeah.
Okay. And